Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Becca, and on this channel right now, I'm currently reacting my way through eating disorder recovery alongside chronic illness, one video at a time. This has been a marathon. We are finally finishing up this full album reaction to NF's Hope with the song Running, the last song on the album. So without further ado, let's just get into it. This is gonna be emotional, I think. We'll see.
I'm tired of holding on to you. It's time to let my pride go and learn to love myself again. Yeah.
Hold on a second. I can't let that go on just yet. I want to talk about those first lines. I'm tired of holding on to you. It's time to let my pride go and learn to love myself again. I think this is a song where once again he is personifying this quality of himself. He mentions pride specifically here. We'll see if it's pride throughout the song or if it also was sort of like fear or just his inner critic in general, or the resentment that he's held on to, or the unforgiveness that he's held on to for years that he's talked about letting go in regards to his mom. We'll see what the rest of the song brings, but like, tired of holding on to my pride. I gotta let it go. I gotta learn to love myself again. Let's run that back just a little bit.
My pride, go and learn to love myself again. Yeah. I don't wanna wait another day. I've waited long enough. I'm ready. I can see the sun. It's coming. Oh, there's happiness on the horizon. I'm hopeful I can see the light. I've hesitated all my life, but I'm all done.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this man has dealt with so much darkness in his life, and to hear him share the lyrics, I'm ready, I can see the sun, it's coming up. There's happiness on the horizon. I'm hopeful I can see the light. I've hesitated all my life, but I'm all done. He's done hesitating. He's done avoiding the uncertainty, avoiding the uncomfortable feeling that he gets from being comfortable and for things going right. He's done with the hopelessness and is trying to embrace this hopeful light that he is finally getting glimpses of, and oh my gosh, I could not be happier for him. Couldn't be happier for him.
Hesitated all my life, but I'm all done. I'm done running from you. Spent my whole life in your shadow, scared of who I'd be if said goodbye and I didn't have you here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I definitely think he's talking about his inner demons, his inner critic. He mentioned pride at the beginning. It could be that he's just talking about pride, or could be any number of things. But as always, I'm going to relate it to my own eating disorder recovery, because I've spent at least the past 20 years of my life living in the shadow of my eating disorder, who has told me that I am nothing without it, and that I wouldn't be anything without it, and that I have to keep it, when really I don't. I could say goodbye to it too. Don't know who I'd be. My eating disorder definitely makes me scared of who I'd be, because it tells me I'm nothing without it, and that only keeping it here is the one thing that gives me any value and worth. And as I'm saying that out loud, I realize how disordered that is. I was gonna say how disordered it sounds. It does sound disordered, but that's because it is. It is very much disordered, and I have a feeling I'm gonna use this song as an anthem for myself, but let's go ahead and finish out Nate's actual version of it.
Said goodbye and I didn't have you here. I wish you well, but I can no longer stand aside and watch you sabotage the two of us. I love you to death, but I can't spend the rest of my life in this darkness. I'm done.
Oh my gosh. So So in eating disorder recovery, there's this concept of dialoguing between the healthy self voice and the eating disorder voice. And I'm not going to go too in depth into it, but it's very similar to what NF has done in several of his songs, where he's talking between NF and his pride, or NF and his fear, or whatever he's embodying, depending on whichever song it is. And that whole chorus hits way, way too close to home. It says, I wish you well, but I can no longer stand this. I can't watch you sabotage the two of us. I love you to death, but I can't spend the rest of my life in this darkness. I'm done. I'm done. Holy crap. Just repeating those words out loud. Just repeating his own lyrics out loud there. I could feel the power as if I was claiming it myself, so I can't imagine how much power he felt when he wrote this, when he recorded it, when he's gonna be performing it. Like, oh, that's such a declaration of taking back your power, taking back your life, taking back your joy, getting rid of all of the darkness. Oh my, he just said, I'm done. I'm done. Ah, Nate, you're getting me, man.
I'm done.
Chills.
I wish you the best, but I'm not interested in giving you more of my life. I've already given you too much. I don't wanna lose you. I don't wanna keep you. I know that you mean well, but when I fail, I don't need you.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Nate, what are you doing to me, Nate? What are you doing to me, Nate? This whole song to me feels like I'm doing a dialogue between the healthy self voice that is kind of hard to connect to and the eating disorder voice that is screaming so loudly, except in his angle here, his healthy self is drowning out all of the darkness sides, all of the pain, all of the pride, all of the fear, all of the things that he has dealt with. And just those first few lines of this second verse, I feel like I've written this in a dialogue between the eating disorder voice and the healthy self voice before. So I wish you the best, but I'm not interested in giving you more of my life. I've already given you too much. This disorder has taken 20 years of my life. That's way too freaking long. It's way too freaking long. Way too many freaking years wasted. Then he says, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to keep you. I know that you mean well, but when I fall, I don't need you. I just want to explain this to you in a way that resonates so well with me. He's not talking about it from an eating disorder perspective, but that's the way I'm going to go over these lines because it seems so obvious to me. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to keep you. So when you've had an eating disorder, specifically when you've dealt with it for a long time, like I said, I'm working on 20 plus years here, you get very comfortable being in that place of pain and suffering, and even though it's painful and it's hard, you don't want to lose it because it's what you know. It's what's certain. It's the known. He mentioned uncertainty in a couple different songs. Even if it's painful and it's bad for you, it is the known, and it can convince you that you need to hold on to it more than anything. But then the healthy self side of you's like, I also don't want to keep you because you've stolen my life. So I don't know who I'm going to be without you. I don't want to lose you, but I don't want to keep you. And in fact, I can't afford to keep you around.
I don't want to lose you. I don't want to keep you. I know that you mean well, but when I fail, I don't need you. Rubbing my face in it and treating me like I'm less than you. Tell the truth, you know I'd be better without you. Been in your shoes, don't be a fool and try to convince me that I'm the real issue when you're the root to every problem. I love you, but not
Oh my gosh. I feel like I've written all these lyrics, not exactly, but the essence of these lyrics I have written in dialogue after dialogue after dialogue over the past year and a half. I know that you mean well, but when I fail, I don't need you. Relating this back to eating disorder recovery really quickly, your eating disorder develops for a reason, and it serves a purpose. And it actually thinks that it's serving you well. Now, it's also a lying liar who lies, so it knows it's not actually serving you well. And it is also true that eating disorders don't develop for no reason. They always serve some sort of purpose or function. Even though it's a maladaptive coping mechanism, it typically is something you develop to help you get through something in life that you didn't know how else to deal with. So I know that you mean well, even if the eating disorder is really a lying liar who lies and doesn't necessarily mean well. It did serve that function, at least for a certain amount of time. Maybe it's not serving you anymore. Maybe it's not. I know that mine has really screwed up my life at this point, not so much serving me in the way that it once did. And I love his defiance there. I know you mean well, but when I fail, I don't need you. I don't need you when I fail. And I like that that line could stand on its own, could say, I know that you mean well, but when I fail, I don't need you. But once again, he's carrying it on to the next line. So I don't need you isn't the end of that sentence. It's I don't need you rubbing my face in it and treating me like I'm less than you, which is what the disorder does all the time. If you have done something that is against what the disorder is trying to tell you to do, then it's going to tell you you're horrible. There is nothing good about you. You need it because you are a failure without it, period. And that is just such a lie. And it will always try to tell you that you are less than and that you are nothing without it because it's going to try to to tell you that it's what gives you value. And I'm just telling you right now, that is not the case. Not true. It's a lie. And then he's calling out whichever inner critic demon he's talking to here. He's calling it out saying, tell the truth. You know I'd be better without you. Been in your shoes. Don't be a fool and try to convince me that I'm the real issue when you're the root to every problem. I love you, but not enough to allow you to continue to drown the both of us. Aha! Once again, just repeating his lyrics was really powerful to me there. It really felt powerful. So again, can't imagine how much power he has to feel when he wrote this and is recording it and will be delivering this song. It just, my gosh. Yeah, these are things that I want to say to my eating disorder when it's trying to tell me that I'm nothing without it and that it can actually fix things. Because guess what? It's really not. It's really screwed up life at this point. It's really screwed up life. Let's try to finish this out.
Real issue when you're the root to every problem. I love you, but not enough to allow you to continue to drown the both of us. You're holding me back, you're pulling me down, you're making me hate myself. I don't wanna leave, but that's what I need. I ain't got a choice, I can't just let you deceive and make me believe that I don't deserve to be loved. I'm not gonna stand aside and watch you attempt to rob and steal and sabotage what little faith I have left. Yeah, haven't I sacrificed enough for you? Hate seeing you cry, but I think it's time to let go and say our goodbyes. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you, but I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life running from you.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, the rest of that verse. I can't. Yeah, this song's gonna be an anthem for me. I will be utilizing this song this year to talk back to my eating disorder 100%. Love you, but not enough to allow you to continue to drown the both of us. You're holding me back. You're pulling me down. You're making me hate myself, which is a call out to his song, Hate Myself, on his album, The Search from 2019. And in that whole song, he's talking about his self-hatred and self-deprecation and how he hates himself and how his inner demons make him hate himself. Then in this song, he goes back to, I don't want to leave, but that's what I need. I ain't got a choice. I can't just let you deceive and make me believe that I don't deserve to be loved. I'm not going to stand aside and watch you attempt to rob and steal and sabotage what little faith I have left. Yeah, haven't I sacrificed enough for you? Hate seeing you cry, but I think it's time to let go and say our goodbyes. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you, but I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life running. Oh my gosh. Once again, don't know if you can see, I've literally got goosebumps. I've literally got chills. This man is destroying me with some of these lyrics. This song in particular. Mama really got me because it was emotional from his perspective. This one is getting me because it's also extremely relatable to my own struggle with the eating disorder that has dominated my life and that I am trying to fight like heck to climb out of and get free from. I don't think I need to explain those lines because I repeated them. They're very self-explanatory. They're just very powerful, and I love that he's making that declaration. Oh boy, what a way to end an album.
I miss you, but I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life running from you. Spend my whole life in your shadow, scared of who I'd be if I said goodbye and I didn't have you here. I wish you well, but I can no longer stand aside and watch you sabotage the two of us. Yes! I love you to death, but I can't spend the rest of my life in this darkness. I'm done.
Bravo, Nate. Bravo. What an album. What an album. I love the songs that are more upbeat and happy. I love the more emotional storytelling ones. And that last song, that was a freaking anthem and theme song for my life as well. And I will be returning to that one. The others as well. I'll be returning to the whole album. That last song in particular was just, I mean, you saw it. You saw how powerful it was to me there. I could not keep myself together. Could not pull it together. Nate, thank you for this album. Not that you're ever going to watch this reaction, but thank you for this album. I love the fact that you have found this hope, that you have found this happiness. I also love that you are sharing it because it has sort of given me permission to find hope myself. And I tend to not say that word because I'm scared as soon as I say it that it will be gone, because that's happened a lot. And I think this album is actually going to help me connect to it a little bit more. This last song got me. Sorry, I don't have a whole lot that I can say right now because I'm just in my feels big time. Excellent album. It's now 4:53 a.m. This has taken me forever. Glad I did it. Now I gotta go try to get to bed at almost 5 a.m. It'll be after 5 a.m. by the time I get all my stuff together, but I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it. Come on, Becca. Come on, Becca. Don't do that. Don't do that corny wordplay when he's just masterfully put so much wordplay together in there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. I know I enjoyed the experience of listening to it, and I'm glad that I was able to share it as well. So, on that note, I'll see you in the next one. Please take care of yourselves.